As a part of a number of new school safety measures to combat COVID-19, mask use for grade 4 to 12 students and all school staff is now mandatory. This applies to staff and teachers in all settings outside seated classroom instruction, where physical distancing of 2 meters cannot be maintained. Students will be required to wear masks in all shared and common areas, including hallways and on school buses. I also want to clarify the order as it relates to physical distancing between students inside the classroom. Physical distancing of 2 meter spacing whenever possible is a useful public health measure to help prevent the spread of disease. Increasing the space between persons decreases the risk of transmission. In schools, with respect to implementing the masking policy, we recognize that there could be impacts on communication and learning, and so in our policy announced in early August and in our school guidance online, we have always stated that masking is not required when the following is met. Specifically, where 2 meters is not possible between desks, the greatest possible spacing is in place, and if 2 meters cannot be arranged between desks or tables, students should be arranged so they are not facing each other. For example, they should be arranged in rows rather than in small groups of 4 or a semicircle. That way, if a student coughs or sneezes, they are not likely to cough or sneeze directly on the face of another student. Non-medical masks are not required while students are seated in the classroom during instruction if following the physical distancing guidance that I have just articulated. This has been part of our school guidance for several weeks. If close contact between students and teachers or staff is occurring as a result of non-seated classroom activity, in this case, non-medical masks should be used for the duration of the activity. The intention is to allow students a break from mask wearing in the classroom when they are seated and not facing each other, and desks are spaced as widely apart as possible.